Yo motherfuckers, you are going to learn something today, without a doubt. So I am hosting, I suppose you could call it a mastermind. It's not a typical mastermind where we've got like guest speakers and all that kind of stuff. Instead, I've just invited the smartest people that I know when it relates to e-com, and we're all going to get into a room. We've all got similar businesses, and we're just going to go through one by one each other's situations, what you're struggling with, and collectively as a group, we'll all try and give that person a strategy, a plan, whatever next steps to try and, you know, go back to the office on Monday and overcome whatever it is that they're struggling with. Whether it's how to get new clients, whether it's how to keep clients, whether it's service delivery, your profit margins, and we need to help you and go through your P&L. Whatever it is that you are struggling with, there will be somebody in that room that has overcome that exact same problem. And so why would we not? And also, it's always a good laugh, right? We're gonna have a few drinks, gonna go for dinner, it's gonna be good fun. So I always struggle and forget to record. And last time, actually, I recorded our last team meeting last Friday. My dog put my micro SD card in his mouth, and this is no longer working. So as long as there are no emergency issues to overcome like that, I'm gonna share as much as I possibly can with you guys. Anything that I learn, I'll record, like me getting a bit of help as well with my business problems at the moment. And yeah, it should be a valuable video. Enjoy. Testing. Right guys, just the intro and for the video as well. So we've got a load of agency owners in the room. We all are in some way related to e-com, whether it's TikTok Shop, whether we've got creative growth agencies, creative specifically. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook our laptops up to the screen. We each have a slot, and we're gonna go through our business, our problems, whatever we want help with. This is the time now where you basically get all of our collective minds to help you. So if it's margins, we'll go through it, go through your business model, we'll go through how we can help you hire if that's a problem that you've got, anything, if it's acquiring clients, keeping clients, we'll be able to solve it today. So I'll go first. I will, if we can hook it up, I'll get my screen on there. Our margins aren't bad now, but when I did my P&L this morning, I was looking at the new hire that I'm about to make on Monday. And then if we then take that into account, it drops massively. Then I pay myself, then it's like actually, it's a low margin business. Our goal is, and Nathan knows very well.
I could probably answer it.
You can probably answer. Yeah. I did a presentation last week to the team on like our North Star, and they get it every quarter anyway. But everybody's bought in, and what we want to do.
What's your North Star?
It's within this.
Okay.
So it's to have our own brands and put them through the business.
Yeah, I was just going to say on like the churn aspect, I mean, we have a very, very long client retention. I would say it's probably like 1.5 years.
Okay.
Which is pretty long. And
They're all
e-com? Yeah, e-com mainly, and then some lead generation businesses. But a client that we've had for 2.5 years give notice, and it wasn't anything to do with the work, apart from communication from one of the team members, which I've had previous issues with.
Yeah.
So it was like the third time that I've heard this. But I thought on their account there was no issue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you start to uncover little things as well, like why a client actually might be churning, and it's such a small little thing on like communication that just took like 2, 3, 4 days to get back. And do you do any of like reviews with the clients, so you give them like a form to say, oh, how are things going, is there anything that we could actually improve on and actually check
It's on the list.
Is that, I feel like that's something that's really important.
NPS survey,
like, I started to introduce that with most of the clients.
Yeah.
Like, when I can sort of feel, like you can always feel from emotion of like
What do you send them exactly?
Sorry?
What do you send them?
What do I send them? So usually just go jump on a call, so it's an open discussion.
Oh, okay.
Just to check in, just say, you know, like, at the end of the month, like, this is, you know, we've done this and this, but I'm just wondering if there's anything else that we can improve on, anything else on your mind. It's just a completely open table for you to tell me.
On that point,
this particular person, like, I had another client who had an issue with them. They didn't like how they presented themselves on a call. It's these really small things.
But you
so
could
then
fix
think
it.
about it, right? So I'm going back and I'm going, right, okay, I need to tell all of the team members exactly how they need to respond. And also, you know, to present themselves, because there's the things that you might overlook that really rub a client up the wrong way. It's nothing to do with the results of the work. It's just their attitude.
Stuff that you can't see.
There's little things like that you can't see that might be making people churn.
We try to mainly use our talent in the Netherlands for like quality assurance and like management work.
Yeah.
And then all the other work, the more execution work, is like all offshore, like South America or India or
Brazil, which we really like, is the time zone difference. So it's 4 or 5 hours like different from us, so we prepare everything in the morning, or operations guy does it, or the other team members. Then they can make sure that all the feedback or work gets sent to them. They start around 1 or 2 our time.
Yeah.
So then we have the entire morning to prepare everything, check everything, and make sure. And then the next morning when we get back, they've done all of their work.
Okay, so they're a bit ahead.
That's what creative strategists are often in South America. They finish their work, and then when the editors in India or Philippines wake up, they can start editing like right away.
What I suppose what would help me is, what does your creative director do, and how much does that person get paid, and what does your creative strategist do? Because I feel like right now, like you know Key anyway, you know what she does. She is like a creative director. Like, she's engaging with the video editors already. She's engaging with the graphic designers. She's speaking to content creators, but she is also doing briefs. So she's pretty stretched, but if you guys let me know, then I can see which parts of her role could be outsourced. Because a lot of what I do is positioning. Like, I have quite a generic offer, especially for the UK. I remember speaking to you guys, and people either do ads or they do content. But in the UK, most agencies now, they do ads and content. That's not even a USP. Yeah. So I don't have a USP like that, but the way that we position it is like, for us, it's all psychology. And I get on there and I start saying a few things that they resonate with. Yeah. And even though we do the same thing, they're like, oh, we've never ever heard that. Never heard that. And I'm like, yeah, no, you haven't, because I positioned it in a different way. Just finished my slot, and that was such good value, not gonna lie. More than I even thought it would be, to be honest. Like, having so many different people literally just focus on your business for like, well, I think I hogged the slot for about an hour. But yeah, there's nothing more valuable. It's like having 5 different co-founders or 6 or 7 different co-founders, and everybody get together, and for that hour, everybody's focused on your business, and there's things that they've helped you with that you didn't even know you needed help with. But somebody asks a question, then it leads to a follow-up question, and it's tons of value. And I almost just knocked myself out, hitting my head on the ceiling. Let me show you how low it actually is. Was literally just on my phone. I'm gonna do it again. Mistake made, lesson learned. We've just wrapped it up. What would you call it? I wouldn't even call it a mastermind, really. A mastermind, okay. We'll call it a mastermind then. We've not given it a name. It's definitely not making any profit, but... Counselling session at the same time. Counselling session, yeah. But either way, let's see. Did you get value from that, Ash?
Oh, thank you. I've got Mike as well. Yeah, pure value. My head's already spinning in terms of ideas. Just want to get back on the train now, start implementing. So yeah, I feel like the value, even though I didn't pay anything for it, is definitely going to be, the ROI is going to be there. So yeah. Props.
What would you say is the biggest takeaway for you so far? Like, why are you so glad you came?
I'll say a few things. For me, figuring out like systems, I already knew what needed to be done, but I think by speaking to others and kind of figuring out how to kind of do it definitely makes more sense. But then I think also hearing what other people are going through. And again, I think it just also just reinforces that, if you are doing something right or not. And I think a big thing out today was just keeping it simple. Because again, sometimes you think like, let's do extra and extra and extra, where I feel like it's just always keep it simple, and that's what will definitely allow you to scale.
Nice. George, what about you before the Uber comes?
I'm the mic
We've got 1 minute, so no pressure. Uber comes
yeah, I mean, just to kind of like back up what Ashley said, I think it's just really good to be in the room of the same kind of people on the same sort of path, and learning how other people think and approach their agency compared to maybe how you're thinking and approaching it. So for me, was looking at some systems and processes that the guys have in place, how they promote their agency, you know, how they're actually thinking about offers and what services to actually promote as well, and acquire clients through was really interesting for me, because I think give me a lot of clarity on what I should actually focus on, because at the end of the day, we're all going towards a rev target and a profit target, and it's like just to back up what you said, sometimes just simplifying it and going back to the basics, which can just unlock that revenue growth for you, and not overcomplicate the process. So I guess that's given me a lot of clarity really, but then also reassurance that other people are having similar issues and problems, and then just being able to work through it together as a collective has just been really refreshing.
I'd say as well, like, when you can spot patterns, so if we're in a room, it's one thing, one person giving you some advice, but if every single person in that room is telling you the same thing, then it holds a lot more true, and then you know that probably is the right thing to do. Because I think a lot of times you can know what an answer is, or you can rationalize, or you can weigh up your opinion with having more context and say, actually, I think I know better. But if everybody is saying the same thing, then that probably is actually the answer. Might not be the answer you want to hear, might not be the easiest thing, but it is the thing that you need to be doing to fix the problems that you're facing right now. No surprise, I forgot to get some decent footage while we're out. Got tons of B-roll, no talking heads. So here's my voice over, hopefully that will do. So after the meeting, we all went for a nice dinner. Took the boys to a nice place in Manchester so they got to see the skyline, the views. Nothing on New York City skyline, I'm sure. Nevertheless, we had a good time. The Dutch lads ordered kilograms on kilograms of steak. They definitely enjoyed their meal. And then afterwards, we went for a few drinks and had a great time. And I want to use this part of the video really to just give you guys a quick tip. If you're going to go to an event, whether it's an official event or whether it's just a random get together with a smart bunch of people like I put on, you know, I wasn't looking to make money from this or anything like that. Nevertheless, my tip is stay around for the after party. It might not be a party, it might just be a dinner. It might be a dinner and drinks. It might actually be an after party, but whatever it is, make sure you stay around for the social element of the day. Most of the time, I learn more from having one-on-one conversations with people in that part of the evening rather than just listening to somebody say something, writing it down, and I learn something and that transforms my business. That's where the contacts are made. That's where the connections are made. That's where you get to understand somebody's business model and learn from it properly because you can ask direct questions, and genuinely that is where most of the value comes from. So if you're currently somebody that goes to events and as soon as the last speaker has stopped speaking you then go home, don't do that. Stop doing that. Start staying till the end. Get a hotel if you need to. Do whatever you need to do because it is those one-on-one conversations where you get the most value. Peace.